In this video I'm going to teach you how to generate random numbers. So first, in order for us to generate a random number, we need to create a new variable of the type random, and we need to do equals new random, and don't forget about the brackets. Then we can generate a random number by using the function next on the random number generator we just created. So we do generator dot next, and then we need to, there's three different ways we can call this function: either with no parameters, with a maximum value, or with a minimum value and a maximum value. Please note that the maximum value will not be included, but the minimum value will be included. So if I want to generate a number from 0 to 10, I need to set it to 0, 11. In this case, if I run my program, number 7 was generated. If I run it again, number 1 was generated, number 5 was generated, number 1 is generated. So each time I run my program, the result is going to be different. If I want to keep on generating numbers until I reach a specific value, I can use a while loop. Okay, so as you can see, what's happening here is first it generates a random number from 0 to 10. Then we write it to the console here, so it's printing 1. We check if the number was different from 10. So while number is not equal to 10, we generate a new number and we assign it to the variable called number, and then we print it to the screen again. And at the end we say number 10 has been generated, ending program. In this case it only took us 2 times to generate this number. If I run my program again, so the first number that was guessed was 5, then 5 again, 1, 9 and 10. What we can also do is, if we want to keep track of how many times we generated a number, we can make a new variable for this. Let's call it int count. We start at 0, and each time, or actually better to start at 1, because at this point we already generated one number. And each time we go through a while loop, we can increase this count. Plus plus count, this means this is the same as doing count equals count plus 1, or count plus equals 1, or plus plus count. All of these 3 lines, they do the same thing. So in this case I'm going to use plus plus count, but you could use any of these varieties. So now each time we run through a while loop, we're going to increase our count, and then we can write it in our output message. Number 10 has been generated. It took so in this case the output is 64574834310. Then we say number 10 has been generated. It took 11 number of guesses. Maybe better to say it took 11 times to get this number. Maybe that's more accurate. And if we want to improve our program a bit more, instead of hard coding this number to 10, we can put a desired number. So we can say int desired number equals 10. And then we can write it here as well. And the program will do the same in this case. Number 10 has been generated. It took 6 times to get this number. But now it's very easy to adapt. So we can just change it to 5 here. And we don't have to change any other place. Everything will be updated accordingly. And if we want to expand on the program even further, instead of defining this number in code, we could ask the user what number he wants. So we can say console.writeLine, hello user, please pick a number between 0 and 10. Then we make a new string called user input. We do console.readLine. And then we assign this to our variable desired number. So in this case I'm using convert to int32 user input, storing this as desired number. If I run it again, oh, in this case it already generated a number here. Let me update my code. I just moved this under my logic. So here user defines or user chooses random number. We generate a random number. Generate a new number until we find the correct one. So we start and the program says, hello user, please pick a number between 0 and 10. I type 6. And now it generated 486. Number 6 has been generated. It took 3 times to get this number. Okay, and what we can also do is we can add a new while loop in case the user's input isn't a proper number. I will show this in the next video.